Alright, this is a speed test comparison between two extremely interesting phones. The one to the left is the old Redmi Note 3 with the Snapdragon 650 hexa-core processor with the Adreno 510 GPU inside and 3 gigs of RAM. And the one to the right is its second successor, you can call it its second successor, the Redmi Note 6 Pro with the Snapdragon 636 octa-core processor with 4 GB of RAM and the Adreno 509 GPU inside. The reason for me going ahead and doing the speed test is because the one to the left, the Redmi Note 3 is still a performance beast and it can pretty well keep up with the latest Redmi Note 6 Pro. So without any further ado, let's start the speed test. Let's start off with the dialer. Redmi Note 3, messaging, Note 6 Pro, Google Play, the Play Store, Note 6 Pro, Chrome, Note 6 Pro, camera, Note 6 Pro again, Facebook, Note 6 Pro again, Instagram. Whoa, that was quicker on the Note 3. WhatsApp, about the same. Moving on to Flipkart. Oh, Note 3 was way faster over there. Amazon. Note 6 was marginally quicker. YouTube. Note 6. Moving to Gmail in 1, 2. Note 3. Alright, now moving on to the more intensive tasks like games. This is an area where I anticipate a Note 6 Pro to take this. But anyways, let's see by how much. Asphalt 9 in 1, 2, 3. Straight away, it looks like the Note 6 Pro has taken a slight lead. Not by much, a slight lead. It looks like quite a bit over here. So I anticipate it should win this speed test over here. And it has by about 5 seconds. So that was anyways expected. Alright, now moving on to Subway Surfers in 1, 2, 3. Now let's see which one wins this. It looks to be pretty close over here, surprisingly. Let's see which one wins it. It looks like the Note 6 Pro will take this. Not by much, it looks like. It has by about 2 seconds, and that wasn't that much of a difference. And finally, the last game, Temple Run 2. Looks like the Redmi Note 6 Pro has taken a slight lead over here, and this looks like an ever so slight lead. Believe me, the Note 3 is no slouch. Just check this out. It's won it, but let's see by how much. Just about 3 seconds. Now that was pretty shocking. Alright, now moving on to an important facet, that is RAM management. The one to the left, the Redmi Note 3, has just got 3 GB of RAM, and the guy to the right has got about 4 GB of RAM inside. Both of them are not RAM management kings, but the Redmi Note 3, even though only having 3 GB of RAM, does an amazing job in terms of RAM management. But in this case, I've gone and loaded quite a few apps, and they're pretty heavy and intensified. Anyways, let's just check and see if they have any of these apps in memory. Starting with the dialer. Reload on both. Messaging, again a reload on both. Play Store, oh, it was on memory on the Note 3, that is pretty surprising. Chrome, reload on both. Camera, again a reload on both, but faster on the Note 3, note that. Alright, now moving on to Facebook, reload on both, but faster on the Note 3, just note that. Instagram, again reload on both. WhatsApp, in memory on both, thankfully. So let's move on to Flipkart now. Reload on both. Amazon, again a reload on both. Alright, let's move on to YouTube. Again a reload on both, but load it faster on the Note 3, note that. Alright, let's move on to Gmail. Reload on both again. Okay. Alright, moving to the last leg of this speed test, I don't anticipate any of these phones to keep any of these games in memory because they virtually reloaded each and every app. Anyways, let's just check Asphalt 9. As anticipated, they are reloading on both the phones. Let's move on to Subway Surfers. Yes, reload over here as well. Alright, let's move on to the final game, Temple Run 2. I don't anticipate any one of these phones to keep this in memory. Anyways, let's just check and see. And as anticipated, they're reloading on both the phones. So that's it for my speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 3 and the Note 6 Pro. To tell you the truth, the Redmi Note 3 on the left is still an absolute performance beast. To keep in mind, the phone that is over 2 years old very nearly kept up with its predecessor, which is more than 2 years older than it, is a real commendable performance from the Redmi Note 3. I mean, I've been mightily impressed with the performance of the Redmi Note 3. I felt there was hardly any difference in its performance. And even when regarding the games, I think there was hardly any noticeable difference between the two. I was really impressed with this phone. And this speed test was another shocking speed test for me. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you guys really liked the video. If you guys loved the video, I'd appreciate it if you guys could give me a thumbs up. If you guys are interested in following me from here on, I'd suggest you all to go and hit subscribe to my channel, Living with Tech. And right after that, please hit the bell icon so that you guys get notified with the latest and greatest videos I'll be uploading on YouTube from here on. So as it is, as always, I wish all of you a tremendous day ahead of you. Ciao for now.